So, you ready for your adventure? You ready for your journey? I think a lot of us are traveling. Now, I don't know if that's traveling in the brain or just traveling, actual traveling. What I think this energy is about is taking a break from the undue stress and pressure that we constantly give ourselves that actually takes us away from our goals and away from our heart. And you know, we always get ourselves set into those traps with the best intentions because we're following our heart, but then there's all this other 3D shit that fucking gets involved. And you know, we take more shit on, we take more shit on, we take more shit on, and guess what? Suddenly our life is shitty, you know? So now it's about clearing out the shit and separating what is necessary to keep and what is really just getting in the fucking way, you know? And that's not as easy as it sounds because we get real scared about what to let go of. Oh, should I, you know, you ever like sift through these things? Like even clothes, man, clothes that you have not worn for months, years. All of a sudden, when you sit down to think, when you sit down to give them away, you're like, oh, what if I need it? But do you need it? Have you really? So that's, Leo, that's the cue there. Really be honest with yourself. Do you need it? Have you used it? Do you actually care? Be honest with yourself. And that's what's going to start clarifying shit for you right now. Leo, face your fears. Courage, dear lion, courage. Face your fears. Release the power of fear. You know how it's like punch the shark, right? When you face fear, suddenly it's not as fearsome. You know when fear is really fearsome? When it's chasing you because you keep running away from it. When you turn around and face it, you take its momentum away. That's what's happening, man. You're taking fear's momentum away. Children, know that your children are protected. Of course, this is literal for those of you who have children. Especially since a lot of y'all are parents, right? And you're like, if I make this fucking change, am I messing with my family? You know, like I get it. You don't want to do anything that's really messing with your family. Simultaneously, they need you more than they need everything you think they need. Okay? So this whole idea of, guess what? Your children are going to be okay. And I think that was part of your fear, that your kids were not going to be okay, that somehow it was going to impact them. But the truth is this, they good. They good. Dolphin, don't worry, be happy. And that just clarifies everything, doesn't it? I mean, easier said than done. I get it. But this is sort of the moment, the moment, right? Live in the moment. Cancerians got this too. They don't get this card, but they got the same kind of part message, is just live in the moment. You ever watch a dolphin swim, man? They're just fucking playful. You would think that every goddamn day is just another taste of happy for those little motherfuckers. They even look like they're smiling. And I think they are. And we know that, at least I think, second only to us is their intelligence level. So, you know, being happy is not about being stupid or even being ignorant. It's just about being wise and knowing what the fuck to let go of. And I think what I'm saying is you now have permission from yourself to be okay with a choice that you made. That was weighing really heavy on you because like, oh no, what if the kids aren't going to be okay? They're going to be okay. Big old obstacles. Big old obstacles in my way. Okay, but they come, listen, they come up in the past. So this is telling me that it's not too long ago. It's just been building. Something has been building and building, getting bigger, getting more and more formidable. And it's almost like a stack, like a hoarder, like a stack of stuff you don't want to get rid of, to continue the analogy from before. And the bigger it gets, the less you want to dive in because it's too big now. So start at the tippy top, little by little. I feel lost. That's good. Because lost means you're free to choose any new direction you choose. Lost means that maybe you don't have a set direction. The universe is waiting for you to say, okay, well, which way are you going to go? That's not lost. Now, sometimes we feel lost because we've disconnected from our heart. So this rest period will actually deliver you back to the place of certainty for you, which is what you love. And if what you love right now is your family, then why are you questioning that? It doesn't have to be glamorous, man. It just has to get you back to your core, which is your heart. I feel peaceful. I feel lost and I feel peaceful. This makes me think of my first assumption, which is I actually like being lost for a while. I actually like this feeling because most of the time, Leo, you're born knowing what's important to you. Maybe this is a good thing, like a change of perspective. And I don't know. Right now, I'm kind of chill. I don't really know what's important to me. Maybe what's important to you is right in front of your eyes, which is somebody else. I'm just saying. And, you know, it could be I'm telling you, the trick of this energy is it's the simplest answer, which makes it the most complicated thing to understand. Leo, Leo, Leo. Ay, 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 ay. Awareness. Awakening. You're going to be sure of something. Suddenly, suddenly maybe you're suddenly aware of time. You feel like maybe you've taken too long or you've waited too long, or this is the thing. It's almost like you decided that it should be here by now because suddenly all of a sudden you're too conscious of time, right? This is about higher awareness though. Realizing that you're already connected. Partnerships and alliances. This could be about suddenly being aware that the time is up or the time is ended when it comes to a partnership and awareness, and maybe dividing of goods or dividing of, you know, material goods or something like that. This could also be material harvest, partnerships and alliances, triumph and love begins. Okay, I take that shit back. This is good shit. This is good shit. Like all of a sudden, a partnership that you need comes in. Now, love begins is specifically for people who are looking for it. But triumph and love begins, partnerships and alliances, material harvest. What I'm concerned with, not concerned, really like, is awareness and the waiting game. You know what these cards tell me? The way that they're speaking to me is that you don't care about time anymore. You just decided that it's really, you don't care. It's not about time. Seeing your abundance where you are now is just drawing more abundance to you. There's temptations here, and they're distractions from your abundance. So be aware of that. And that's everybody. All signs are going to be real tempted. Like they're just tempted to indulge themselves, especially where it comes to money and maybe frivolity and love, right? And those temptations, if you're wise and awakened and aware, you'll realize, those are my traps. I get to avoid those now. Transformation, yeah. You ain't going to be tempted by the same fucking things. You're like, not today, Satan. Throat chakra, speak up. Actually speak out to them. When you feel yourself getting tempted, be like, not today, Satan. Get thee behind me. Not today. I think use your voice. That's the statement. Hey, speak out about something. Say it. Call it out for what it is. And then we have solar plexus. Oh, yeah. See, solar plexus is the fucking diaphragm. And it's going to push it right out. You got to say what you need to say, Leo. You're going to let it all out. You're going to let it all out. It's coming from your heart. Look at this. This is how it goes, man. This is how it goes. Starts in that diaphragm through your heart, right? Through your heart. Purified by the heart, out the throat. You're speaking from your heart now. Solitude. Don't need anybody around you. Don't need anybody around you. You're good by yourself. Patience and rejoice. Something that you've been working on is also coming through right now. You know what that's for? The universe supporting you. Being like, I get that this is a crazy fucking time. It's almost like if you ever took the SATs and somebody like no, this never happens. But if it did, like taking the SATs and the administrator coming around and giving you like one of those little, like 4 cookie packets of Chips Ahoy, you know, so you don't like pass out in the middle of a 3-hour, 4-hour test, you know, that kind of thing. It's like a little bit of relief. The universe is coming to be like, I get that you're tested. Or it's like, you know, the soccer mom that brings the fucking orange slices. I get that this is tough. Like it's 99-degree weather. I understand. Your socks are high and your shorts are too big for you. You're sweating like a bitch. Here's some orange slices and water. Like that's kind of what this thing that you've been trying to grow patiently, that news is going to be like, okay, it's just going to revitalize you just enough to get you through all this other craziness. This is moon energy, all coming out in the past, though. What do you need to release? Okay. And bring love into the situation. Okay, this is something in the past, though. Balance spirituality and practicality, a time to give rather than take. You were nurturing something, growing something, and you were doing it in a way that you thought was vibing and balanced. The end of a tough cycle approaches, I say. You thought that this was it. That this was the one, that this was one and done. Expect powerful change. You thought this was the one that changes everything. Either this was the person or this was the opportunity. This is it. I don't think that happened. I think recently you realized it wasn't it. And that really sucks. But. Okay. Don't compromise. But you were compromising. Whether you knew it or not, you were trying to force this to work and it wasn't working. So the reminder here was the reason why it didn't work was because there was too much compromise. And then what comes out in the future? Abundance from within. You realizing that you don't have to compromise, that you're just as good as everybody else. And you deserve the same kind of happiness. And you know what I'm saying? It's like you kind of had to be reminded of your value. Not your public persona, Leo, but your actual value, the fact that you deserve to be happy. Power. Power comes from experience. Power comes from preparedness. Power comes from the fact that you choose peace every fucking day, but you bring your arrows if you need them. You don't want war. You don't like war. You're not trying to fight, but you're ready for it. And you're not ready for it because you're waiting for it. You're ready for it because you've been through it. Once you survive a goddamn war, this is like true power. When you realize you're going to be okay even through the shitty times. And I think that that's what you just learned. These moments have been teaching you those things. That you're going to be okay even through the shitty times. So other shitty times, it's like now you really know the true value of yourself. The real abundance from within. That's where your strength is. That's what courage is. Right? What was that line from Game of Thrones? The only time you can be brave is when you're afraid. That's this time. Soulmate. Oh, welcome in your person, baby, because they're coming in. The golden path within. You guys fucking with Cancerians or something like that? Because they got the same 2 cards. No other 2 cards, but they got the same 2 cards. So your heart is leading you right to the people that you really need to be around. Right? Your heart is leading you right to your soulmates. Now, soulmates does not have to be Mr. Lover, but it's the people that you really, they're your people. Oh, wow. So we have, what is holding you down? For the better or worse? The key, understanding what has been keeping you in place. The key, yeah. Understanding what is been keeping you in place. This is now the key, because we got 2 mountains now, which are obstacles in your way. This is the key to the obstacles in your way. Something has been holding you down. Something has been like a chain around your leg. Now you understand what the obstacles were not in front of you. They were within you. This is emotional, right? So that's what was anchoring you. Think anchor as in also safety. You, in some ways, this was making you feel safe, but it was actually just keeping you in one place. And you get that now. The key is, aha, now I understand. There's a lot of clarity and clarification coming this week in this energy. Trust it. Oh, guys, if you love this video, show me by liking the video and sharing it on your social media platforms. I'd really appreciate it. And then hit that subscribe button below and click all notifications on that little bell below so that you know when I upload. I upload Leo with Cancer and Virgo every single Friday like clockwork, and there's always a Vimeo extended. Continue the message with me over on Vimeo and you get the extended and your romance reading. It's a double reading, 2 readings in 1 video. Let's go. Co-create. Thinker. Wow. See, this is somebody you can really talk to and think out loud with. This is somebody that, in other words, this connection begins through ideas. And this is really being attracted to somebody's brain, somebody's enthusiasm with ideas. You fucking like that energy. That's what you're really looking for. Somebody that you can actually build with. Not somebody that treats you like a fucking diva. Man, I think you finally realize at this point in your life, everybody treats you like that. You walk into a room, people are going to worship you. That should be a bore for you by now. At this point, what you're looking for is somebody who really gets it. Just is driven by concept, by a strength of character that says, I will take this from concept to reality. Somebody who thinks. I just read the cards. All right, Leo. I have a new channel. Please check out Astrology Motivation. That's where I post my weekly astrology forecasts, and complete with daily overviews and daily mantras to use the astrological energy to help make progress in your life. And then the Astrology Motivation, which are all like tuned into life energy and repositioning energy so that you can get what you want out of life. Check it out. I hope you like it and subscribe over there too. We have Rose Quartz Love Life. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. Out with the old, bitch. I'm telling you. Like, don't question it, man. Clear quartz. You needed to clear out this old motherfucker so that you could actually get what you was trying to get from the old motherfucker. Let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. You got to be fully present, not just partially present in every relationship that you're in. You don't have to dumb yourself down or dim your light for anybody, dude. Not for anybody. See, I feel like the person you just got out of a relationship with was too stupid for you. I'm just saying. It's like you need more of a challenge. And then maybe it's not impacting your relationship at all, but think about clearing out your heart space for what you really love, because you got too gooky in there. Gold, divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. And that's what I'm going to dig into with tarot. I want to know what those miracles are. And calcite, busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. Why were you so busy? Were you busy because you really cared, or because you were trying to avoid caring? It's interesting how we like trick ourselves, isn't it? These are my totem cards. These are very important because this is how the universe is going to use the natural world to communicate with you. So you might not be seeing a whale on the street in front of you, but you may see logos, designs, pictures. All of a sudden, these patterns reoccurring. This is what they mean, and this is what the universe wants to tell you through your animal totems, the strength that it's sending you. In addition to that, it's also saying, hey, stop, look, and listen right now. Very important stuff is going down. Badger spirit, be fearless and bold. And this is Aries energy. Now, Mars is compromised by Chiron, and I think Saturn is fucking with the sun. So you will feel compromised in this energy right now. You will feel compromised. So what? So what? The one thing that you are never compromised on is what's important to you. Let that be your inspiration and let that be your light. That's what Badger Spirit says. If you really believe in it, now's the time to get back out there. Oh, Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Go after it, Leo. It's time. I feel like last week there was a little bit of a slowing down for you, and that's okay. Now there seems to be, hey, I'm ready again. Okay. Okay. Leo. Miracle. Oh, shit. See, this is what we're talking about divine intervention. You know, a sincere heart reaching out to the angels in prayer, they hear you. They're going to hear you and help you. Our wings of light surround you and those you love. Your children are taken care of. This current situation is governed by a higher power. The forces of love are at work. All will turn out well. It's okay. Man, if you're afraid about how your children think about you, you can make a fool of yourself in front of your children. That's not what makes them hate you or even what makes them disappointed in you. Don't give up. Always show them the example of, even if I fuck up, I can use this as an opportunity to grow up. And isn't that really what we're trying to teach them anyway? We can't always, for our kids, keep them from making mistakes. And the older they get, the more true that becomes. But if we teach them that when you make mistakes, this is how you fight through it, and this is how you turn a mistake into a lesson. That's like the best thing you could teach them. Archangel Metatron, I am your link between heaven and earth, between humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and mind. Feel me in your heart and thoughts. Through oneness, there is love. Between how we feel and how we want the world to perceive ourselves, there's a conflict right now. Ask for God's help. Blue Angel, that's Archangel Michael. I, Archangel Michael, am here by your side. I am all around you and will forever protect you. Remember this, whenever you feel fearful, I love you. All is well. Guys, let's dig into where the miracles and where the help is coming. We're going to go over to tarot. I'll see you guys there. The link is below.